Blessings, yeah. You know it's crazy shit as I, wake up with this thought. It's for like for years, right? Centuries really. We don't really notice the patterns of those that keep the cycle going, right? Keep everyone in the program. It's not just minimal targeting and profiling as to see who's gonna do what and who might do something like that. No, it's the ones that really have been studied, because we are always in a case study. We're always in something where we're being studied as a person, as a people, as a group. And so it always depends on where you go, who you see, and what you do, right? It's a whole bunch of mimicking of what we see on TV and in the movies and shit. It's all been scripted out. It's already been written, right? We're the ones that's still catching up to the data that's been downloaded within us. But so much chaos and disruptions in our lives have blocked out a lot of our memory, right? Whereas the both sides of our hemispheres is filled with so much ruckus and waves of, emotions and shit like that, that is barely, barely able to walk through the middle seas with clarity, right? Just so you can see through everything around you. Every little thing, whereas technology is to track you and track everyone around you, track what it is that you're going to do, track your emails and shit like that. But when it gets deeper, when they start sending little things around to subliminally try to make you think that, yeah, you are the misfit of the century, you are still a heathen, you are still that lust monkey sitting up around outside waiting for somebody to pick you up and show you some love. It's subliminals that is forever being posted out, to make it seem like you are a part of this group that needs to be studied. You need to be classified as dangerous because they don't know you, and that is just to manipulate the minds around you in order to promote that this certain group, this people need help, rewind it back to history. Nations already built, kingdoms already flowing, empires already making ways around the fucking world. But the minds of one that's still intimidated and in fear, that's got this program going on and stretching out to maybe a few more years, is making sure that the group of monsters, never know that they've been labeled as monsters forever, but what does monsters do when they figure out the patterns that's being used and done and abused around them, It's the gremlins, the little cute one. They kept getting them wet and shit, trying to figure out what the fuck is wrong with them because they kept multiplying. That's all that the people keep doing, Keep fucking multiplying into the creativity, into the things that we keep seeing around. So we keep on evolving, we keep on growing, we keep on making people that they gotta keep on studying, And all these little gadgets that they got up in the air to make sure that, they know who the hell you are in the future. Because you might just be a terrorist, you just might be that fucking drug dealer. You just might be the owner of a brothel or something. You might never be what you always are, because history already got it written in Sanskrit. Who the fuck the people been that they trying to study now and always have been, But they gotta cause the chaos. They gotta cause the mental destruction. They gotta cause the emotional overflow for you to always be looking around, standing still as to what the fuck is going on, when in truth, everything has been going on. The creativity of you, the creativity of nations, the creativity of everything around us is always going to continue on. No matter how many motherfucking studies they keep on continuing on to study where the fuck we gonna go and who the fuck we gonna be, all it is really is discrimination and targeting and profiling of people subliminally, because they really can't say you are who we say you are and you will move as such. They will only place placards over there because you can't really force nobody nothing, no. You gotta manipulate them somehow. You gotta make them believe that they are what the fuck they say that they are, and you gotta move them that way. You gotta get them those jobs, that's the only place that you could get hired. You gotta make sure that that's the only place that they could fucking live. Make sure you flood out the fucking city. So therefore, this place that we built up is the only place that you could fucking go. Motherfuckers really gotta get you to the head first because they're really trying to break your heart. But once you figure out what the fuck really is the matter, the seas, they do part for you to walk through with clarity. Think about it. Know the most I got you. Have a good one. Bye.